So for the waterfall, you're going to cut five pieces, 6 1/4 by 5 1/4. You're going to put it with the 5 1/4 on top, and then you'll score it at 4 3/4. That'll give you a 1/2 inch flap. So do that for all 5 pieces. And then you're going to get a base that you're going to build it on, 6 1/4 inches wide, and this one's just 8 1/2 inches tall, but we'll be trimming this down. This one you don't score at all. We're going to just be building our folio on this. Remember, this is all black cardstock. I'm just using these colors to help you see what I'm doing, but this is all black 65-pound cardstock. So get that scoring board out of the way. So you're going to fold and burnish those and get a nice crisp fold line. And then you're going to bring in your base that you're going to build these, put these little flaps on your waterfall folio. So you're going to put your adhesive here. I use score tape. You put it here, you line it up to the top, and then you just use this base to make sure it's squared up from side to side. So I'm going to put this one in, and let me just put this one in real quick. So you put this in, get the first one in, and you guys all know how to do this. Probably done this a billion times. So get that lined up, and it looks pretty good. And pull my tape. And once you get the first one in, you're going to be got all your others folded and burnished. You're going to just be lining this up with the edge of this 1/2 inch piece, and same thing, you're going to just make sure this is squared up so it's nice and even all the way down. So I'm going to put the rest of mine in with glue, and then I will be back once this is all built out. So we have this built, and so oh my god, I just deleted this. Oh my gosh, I just deleted the video. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we built it on this back panel that was like 8 inches tall. And what I did is I cut it. So you built it on this base piece, and then what you're going to do is you're going to measure it from this last fold line where you put this last one of your waterfall. You're going to measure it 4 3/8 inches in this direction, and then you're going to cut it. So this comes out to be like 1/4 of an inch shorter than the last piece of your waterfall. So here's the last flap of your waterfall. You can measure in 1/4 of an inch and then cut this base piece that you just built it on, and the whole thing should come out to be about, this base piece, 6 1/4 inches. So it should be about 6 1/4 inches from top to bottom. This should be like 4 3/8 inches from this fold line here of the last waterfall to here, which is about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. A little over 1/4 of an inch, but that's not critical. But anyway, you have this built. This piece, this back piece, is what you're going to put your glue or adhesive to adhere it to the folio. So you have your waterfall piece. It's built on this base. This base is approximately 6 1/4 inches long. We knew it was 6 1/4 inches in this direction, so it's like a square. That's what it comes out to be. So we are going to be adhering this into this middle panel in between the two, these two pockets that we just placed. It's going to go in here, but first we have to add our back paper that's going to be lining this whole back center panel. So what I used was this paper from the collection, and I don't have any left. This is the biggest piece I have left. This is going to measure 8 inches tall by 6 3/8 inches wide. And you're going to ink that, and then you're going to adhere that down. So that's covering the whole back side here. So you can see it kind of there. So this orange patterned paper is lining the back side of the waterfall. Make sure you have the heads going, well, does it matter? Yeah, it does. The heads have to be going in the right direction. So make sure the heads are up, they're not sideways, or not upside down. So 8 by 6 3/8, ink the edges, put that down. Make sure you clear those fold marks. If you need to trim it down, trim it down. Then you're going to put either score tape or wet adhesive back here, whichever you prefer. I always use score tape. You are going to center it in the middle, a 1/2 inch down from the top. So I measured out my 1/2 inch and I drew a line, so I would know it's going to be right there. And then I just center it from side to side. So I have a little bit of reveal of that orange paper side to side. That is going to go down here. Then you're going to find this card. So this card is this paper. It has the mermaid, the guy on the fish, this undersea diver guy. You're going to cut out this card. The way I did mine, this is going to be 6 1/4. Is that right? 6 1/4. I believe this is 6. No, 6. This whole flap is 6 1/4. So this is going to be 6 1/8 inches wide. So this is 6 1/8 inches wide. So you'll cut that card out 6 1/8 inches wide. Cut it all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. You have some orange stripe at the bottom. You're going to start with this first cut at that dark green line right here. That dark green line right there. And you're going to measure out 4 5/8. Is that right? 4 5/8. 4 5/8 is this first one here. And you're going to cut that. Each of these next pieces are going to be 5/8 of an inch wide. They all are 6 1/8 inches wide. This is going to, in this direction, tall, this is going to be 5/8 of an inch tall, a little bit more than a 1/2 inch. 5/8 of an inch tall, 6 1/8 inch wide. 5/8 of an inch tall, 6 1/8 in this direction. 5/8 of an inch wide. And then you should be getting down to that orange bottom piece. So this would be your last piece of that paper. You can still see the tentacles of the octopus there. So you got that one, that one, that one. And you add them like that. I just like a little bit more than a 1/2 inch, so I can kind of tuck under a little bit of this so they never catch when you're lifting these up. If you cut them right at a 1/2 inch, they tend to get, they can get caught in the lips of that 1/2 inch strip. So that's why I make it 5/8 of an inch strip. And it still looks really good there. So that's all down. And now this bottom piece, I found this orange stripe paper strip. And then I put it on top, and this is cut 6 1/8 inch wide, on top of I Love You More Than All the Fish in the Sea. I wanted that at the bottom. These are flush with each other. This is not on top of this piece. It's flush because you do not want to get anything caught. If this is at a different height or depth, when you do this, it'll get caught. This lip will get caught on that. So you want to make sure this bottom one is nice and flush. Does that make sense? Nice and flush. And that's at the bottom. This back piece, which measured, I think it was 4 3/8, I covered it with the polka dot paper. So you're going to 6 1/8, and you're going to ink the edges and put this polka dot paper down. And then I got this from the stickers. I'm really a mermaid. I adhered that sticker down to black cardstock and then cut around the black cardstock and put it here to serve as a tuck spot. So it's only adhered down on this side. Half of it is left open and this part is glued down. So we have a place for our photo to tuck like that. For these little spines here, I just used these strips from the collection. Oops. Here's the back side, and it's these strips. This one was 1/2 inch. That's 1/2 inch that I put there, like that. So you can see this one was cut 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch. And this is, I think this was just 1/8 inch. 1/4 inch. This is 1/4 inch. Yeah, this is 1/4 inch strip. So you can see how that is there. So both of them are using this side of the paper as their edging. See this side of the paper? That is the edge right there. This is just cut to 1/4 inch wide. And this piece, the edging was used there, and this was cut to 1/2 inch wide. Ink the edges real well, and then I just adhered those down, so this whole area is now complete. So that's it for the waterfall.